UK will look into more transactional approach to granting visa, says Starmer, which is a UK Prime Minister. Now, I'm sure a lot of us are tired of all this UK daily updates about visa, immigration, and so on. If you're one of those who is as tired as I am, this is a new update by the UK Prime Minister. So leave in the comments to let me know why you're tired of those daily UK visa rules, immigration rules, and so on, because I'm also tired as well. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. And if you're new to this channel, I create content on UK immigration updates, which I'm about to share one right now. Jobs with visa sponsorship in the UK, live in the UK, scholarships in the UK, like everything you can think about the UK. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, please do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're going to be the very first person to see that video. So guys, without taking so much of your time, let's quickly dive right into today's video. But before we do that, please like and share this video with your friends and loved ones. I'm sure someone may find it helpful. So just as you can see on my screen, UK will look into more transactional approach to granting visa, says Starmer. So the UK will look into penalizing countries that refuse to take back people who are refused asylum by making visa applications for their nationals harder. Starmer has said at the G7 summit in Canada. And the most interesting thing about this is that my beautiful country, Nigeria, is also amongst one of those countries he's talking about in this publication. As you can see, asked during a media Q&A about ways to reduce the number of people arriving irregularly, the Prime Minister said it would have a more transactional approach to granting visas for countries depending on their cooperation with returns, because the UK government now know that a lot of people get to the UK, they become overstayers. Maybe their visa runs out, they don't go back, including visitors who come to visit and they don't go back. So he's looking at making this more transactional. And like I said at the beginning of this video, that the shocking thing and the surprising thing is that he mentioned Nigeria as one of those countries and also other countries as well. The thing is, if you're coming to the UK as a visitor, let's say maybe you're coming from Sri Lanka, you're coming from Nigeria, why will you visit and not go back, you know? Because once you become an overstayer, and with the new rules, it will be very difficult for you to become a British citizen. Even if you have applied for asylum, or maybe you've gone through other routes to be able to get your indefinite leave to remain, getting a citizenship will be very, very difficult because you have breached the visa rules from the beginning. So one of the things I advise people is, if you're planning to move to the UK, it is very important to come and do what you're coming for and return, just in case you're unable to secure a sponsorship that will keep you back in the UK. Like I would always say, that the sweetest part of applying for a UK visa is when you don't need a lawyer to do your application. The only time you do not need a lawyer to do your visa application is when your application is not complicated, when you have not become illegal, or maybe you've not overstayed on your visa. But once you do any of that, until you get your indefinite leave to remain, you will need the services of a solicitor, an immigration lawyer. And their charges are high. Some charge up to 2,500. Imagine you're paying for your IHS fee, you're paying for your visa fee, you're paying for every other thing, and you still have to pay 2,500 just for the lawyer to be able to put up something for you because you have overstayed on your visa, because you're an illegal migrant. So it's very important that when you come to the UK, try and do what you have come to the UK for, and see if you can extend your stay. If you are on a visa that does not allow extension, I would suggest you go back and look out for another UK visa that will allow you to stay, then come back. It's better that way. This would also be the case, he said, for countries that did not cooperate on efforts to prevent their nationals heading towards Europe and potentially the UK to claim asylum. Describing a G7 section on migration at the summit in Kananaskis Abata on Monday, Starmer said, "I made clear that we are looking at issues like a smarter use of our visas, looking at whether we should tie our visas to the work that the countries we are dealing with are doing on preventive measures, and on return agreements. So this was what he said at the G7 summit last week. The UK currently has return deals with 11 nations, as you can see, including Albania, India, Pakistan, Vietnam, Iraq, Nigeria, and Bangladesh. Many people refused asylum can be swiftly sent back. This process is seen as a notable disincentive, with the number of Albanian nationals seeking asylum in the UK having dropped sharply. Remember that the UK government went to Albania recently to see if it could sign a deal with them where they can be able to send failed asylum seekers, those that their application did not go through, that they are going to send them to Albania. Now, since after that, from what this publication has said, that Albania nationals seeking asylum in the UK have dropped sharply since after that meeting. So now we've done a number of bilateral returns agreements. Starmer says, question is again, whether it's possible to go a bit beyond that. We are including looking at whether we can't be a bit smarter with the use of our visas in return in relation to countries that don't have a returns agreement with us. This would be, he said, more transactional in approach. With this new updates, from what it is now, you have to be very careful. For those who want to travel by roads to the UK, there is no 100% guarantee that once you're able to get to the UK and you apply for your asylum, you'll be given. There is no 100% guarantee. So if you are told that if you manage to make your way to the UK, bearing in mind that not everyone gets to the UK. A lot of people die along the line. So if you manage to get to the UK, there is no 100% guarantee that your asylum application will be granted. You may be sent back. So before you make that decision, because recently I think on one of my videos, I saw a comment like that Fajira, I've applied for a visa for a long time and I've been refused a visa. I don't even have enough money to chase my UK dream. I want to come by road. What do you think, guys? I will not be able to advise you to come to the UK by road, or maybe come to the UK as a visitor, and once your visa has expired, you should not go back. I will not be able to advise you on that. I would advise you try to see if you can secure a job. And if you're able to secure a job, then you can relocate. Or maybe try study route. If you're able to get a school that is cheaper, then you can use that means to move to the UK and possibly get a sponsorship. But maybe if you get married, genuine marriage, not fake, not sham marriage. If you're married to somebody who has a UK visa that permits them to bring in independence, or maybe somebody who is already on indefinite leave to remain, or maybe a British citizen, then you can use that route to relocate to the UK. But making your way by road, just as you can see, there is a possibility that you may be sent back. And imagine how many months you may have spent on your journey to the UK. And at the end of the day, you finally get to the UK and only to find out that you can be sent back to your country. That means that you've wasted your time. So from what this update says, that the UK will look into more transactional approach to granting visas, and they mentioned Nigeria, they can send you back. They mentioned Pakistan, they can send you back just in case you've made your way to the UK through that means. So my advice is, if you're trying to secure a job that will help you move to the UK, for those who ask about if care companies are still recruiting from overseas, if you're fortunate to get one that is recruiting, please apply. The new rules have not come into effect. They've not fixed a date to say from this day or from so day, employers should no longer recruit from overseas. They've not said that. It was a proposal and they are still looking into it. And from what the proposer said, most of the things they've mentioned on that white paper may take up to 2029 for them to be passed into law. So if you have any plans of moving to the UK, don't put it on hold. Just make sure that you're doing everything that will enable you to relocate genuinely and not to come here illegally. Because once you come here as an illegal migrant, then the possibility of you settling in may be longer. Not may, it will be longer than those who come here as legal migrants. And just in case you've come here legally, try not to overstay. Try not to become an illegal migrant. The Home Office is currently sending enforcement agents to go to different offices, different places of work to look out for such people. And once you're found, you'll be sent back to your country and be banned for 10 years. I think I have a recent update on one of the restaurants that they went to check recently. I'll film that video in the future. They've been there 3 times and I think they found more illegal migrants, and now they've lost their license for the second time. So I wouldn't want any of my viewers to be a victim of that. So try and make sure that if your plans is to move to the UK, make sure that you walk on the right paths. Don't try to take shortcuts, because sometimes most shortcuts will land you in problems. I wouldn't want any of my viewers to have any complicated applications. So guys, this brings us to the end of today's video. And if you find this video helpful, please do like and share with your friends and loved ones. And also do subscribe and join our beautiful family if you're yet to do that. Until I see you in my next video, do take care and have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.